Hey guys, it's DCC Cat here, and I'm so excited to hang out with you today. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I do when I try to slay my makeup. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start with my primer. I actually have combination skin, so I do a combination of primers. I do two, that's my secret. I do a pore filler to clean up those pores that I have in here, and then I do more of like a matte primer. And then my secret tip for everyone, I get coconut oil because I feel like a moisturized skin is the best skin. So I mix those all together, just like that, and put all over my skin. Okay, so next I am gonna do my foundation. So don't call me crazy, but I use 3 different foundations because once upon a time, they did not make 50 shades of foundation. So what I had to do growing up was mix certain shades to find my skin color. So that is what I've done for the past 10 years, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do until I find a new foundation that I really, really like. All right, so now I'm going to blend it out with a wet beauty blender and just buff that in. Okay, now my foundation is all blended in. If you are having a day where you just have an unwanted friend, aka a blemish, this is where I'm gonna go in with my concealer and just conceal it up. Okay, now that I have gotten all my little problem areas, I'm gonna let it sit for about 2 minutes. Now that it's been sat for 2 minutes, you're gonna take a stipple brush, something that's pretty hard at the tip of the touch, and you're gonna just lightly pat around your friend. I mean, this is what when you pat around your unwanted friend. Tap, 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 tap. And you wanna blend it all to your skin. Also, we all make weird faces when we do our makeup, so no judgment here, okay? I'm right here with you. So now that we have blended all that in, I'm gonna take my setting spray, shake it up. Actually, I got a new setting spray, I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh. I like it. Now, I'm gonna work on contour. I like to go from my nose all the way up just because I feel like it gives me like that wind-blown look. Shake the product, of course. All right, and I'm gonna go up just like this because that is the way my face is shaped. So I'm gonna go up, down the bridge. All right, so I take it where I want my eye to be like snatched. I got product in my hair. All right, a little tip for you. If this ever starts getting dry, take your coconut oil, literally do just a tap like this. That's it, that's all you need. And when I'm telling you, honey, look, it's like butter. All right, to find my cheekbone and make that definition pop, I make this really beautiful face. You see that line that literally just pops out like that? I found my cheekbone line. So, boom. That's all we need. Other side. And then we never waste product, you guys. So we want to put that on the jawline. And I just make boop like that. Oops. I forgot the most important thing. The nose, honey. But I just literally just tap the product like this. Tap, tap, nothing less on the side of the brush. This takes practice. This is not an overnight thing. The nose thing is very hard. I just started this year. All right. I go from my eyebrow to the tip of my nose. Eyebrow, tip of the nose. All right, I'm gonna take my under eye and just wipe off the product, do it at the tip of my nose. Whoop, whoop. And then come all the way down, just like that, to make a straight line. Somewhat straight, we're not perfect. It's gonna be like, now, blend it in. I blend the side, the nose, and then the outside. So, and then obviously the jawline. So the reason why I highlighted these areas, so under eye, forehead, bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, and normally I would do my chin, is because these are areas that naturally pop on your face and you want them to be bright, right? Whenever you take pictures, you want these to be cut and creased so it's like You've got a sharp jawline or a sharp contour. Now it's my favorite part, baking. No, not cookies, your face, honey. I have my translucent powder with me. Here we go. So I've got a good amount of product in there. So I take my brush and coat it really well. Let's make sure this focuses, let's see. You see how well coated that is? You really want to put a lot on there, and you want to make sure you hit that snatch point. That's because I don't have a better word for it because I don't really know what it's called. I feel like it's just being called snatched. All right, so now I'm going to hit my nose, bake this area. So now I'm going to hit my contour on the side. With contour, for my chocolate girls like me, I use more of like a darker powder, but if you are a little bit more fair skinned, I would use a bronzer and bronze all that area because it just glows your face a lot more than a darker powder. Make your beautiful face and blend. And you want a light hand on this. When I first started, I used to grab it like this and go back and forth. Don't do that. You want to grab at the very end, or at least the center, and lightly buff that area. Because you can always add more, but it's harder to take off. Boom, boom. Let's get on to brows or eyeshadow. Let's do brows. I use a clay and then I use a pencil. All right, so I'm gonna start with the clay, and it's an angled brush. Just like this. Another tip for you, spray it with water, wipe off the excess, dip it into your clay. So I'm dipping it in like this, right, left, center, and then scrape off the excess. All right, guys, time to focus because brows are very important. All right, you want to fluff them first. If you're like me, I don't have naturally thick brows. They're very, very thin, but at least they have a shape to them. So it's a little bit easier, but it takes me a while to figure out the shape and the line. So I'm gonna start from where I had my contour. So right here, I'm gonna show you. And then I'm going to go all the way until I hit the angle of my brow right here. You see that? This right brow naturally has that angle. The left one, you know, they're sisters. It's fine, so I have to find it a lot of the time. Find that angle. All right. Oops. Find the angle, pull down. And then all you do is just connect it. So I don't know if you can see this okay. So I started from here to here to find the angle, pull down. Here to here, find the angle, pull down. And then you just match what you see from top to bottom. Super easy, that's how I do it. So as you can see, I have not filled in the center of my brows yet. I'm gonna take my pencil and then brush tiny strokes up. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so now we are gonna go into eyeshadow. So I go in with a big blending brush, and you wanna do a windshield wiper motion, just like this. I'm gonna take my finger, I'm gonna spray it with water. Here we go. And I'm gonna dip it into like a pretty neutral shimmer. Ooh, sorry about that, my camera had died. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the outer corners of my eyes, give it a little bit more of a cat eye. I like to make it a line, so I pull down like this and then give it a little blend. Pull it down, give it a little blend. All right, now it's time to wipe off that bake that's been sitting there for about 10-15 minutes. We're gonna wipe it with one of our powder brushes that we have. Another tip for you, when you are wiping off product, make sure you are wiping away into that hairline. Now, we're gonna use the little bit of baking powder that we have left. Bake it to help this contour down here pop. Okay, we don't want to bake this one for as long, so that's the way to do it after the one under the eye. All right guys, so next step, we're gonna do a brow gel. Swoosh them up just like this, because it gives the illusion of thicker brows for those girls like me who don't have thick brows. All right, so the next step that I do my lashes and then do my eyeliner. So I make sure I wipe off the product. And this is actually one of our sponsors, Kiss. So we're gonna get as close to the lash line as humanly possible because this is dark. It looks like an eyeliner. Okay, so my two favorite lash products to use are from Kiss. For game days, I use chiffon. It's a lot more dramatic and you can show, it shows up really nice in pictures. But for practice or auditions or just every day, I like to use these natural ones and they are called Ritzy. All right, so I'm gonna put Ritzy's on. My other tip, have a flat head tweezer. So we're gonna take our lash, we're gonna flip the tweezer up and put it right there as close as we can to the lash line. And y'all, that's it. Take the end, get it away from the lashes. I do have a longer eye, so the eyelash does fit. If it doesn't fit, make sure you cut off the tip of the end, never the tip of the beginning. Boom, lashes. I feel like lashes make and break the face. Like once you have your lashes on, you're home after that. But we're not, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna take an eyeliner. I like to use a liquid liner just because it's easier, it glides smoother than a normal pencil liner. Go on top of the lash line. So I'm not going on the actual band, I'm going just right there on the top of the band. For the cat eye, you want to take the index finger and I put it to where the tip of my brow is. And pull. That's it, that's all I did. And then I take from the bottom corner of my eye and attach it. And then fill in. And then you've got a cat eye, super easy. All right, repeat on the other side. All right, so now we have completed our eyeliner and we have done a fabulous cat eye. We're gonna add some mascara and make sure that the lashes adhere to the false lashes. All right, y'all, we're looking good, we're looking good. Let's keep going. This is my favorite part because this is where you can get so creative, of course with eyeshadow too, but here you can get really creative. I normally just stick to black on my waterline because I really do like that snatch look. But sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit more playful, I'll use a purple or I'll use like a light blue. Now you may be wondering, Kat, where is your waterline? Super easy. You grab your middle finger, tip it just a little bit, and that nice white line right there is your waterline. All right, so eyeliner is in the waterline. Now it's time to have a little bit of fun and blend it out with some color. To about 3/4 of the way. Also, it's a little bit easier with a wet brush, so I give it one little spray, get the product in, tap it off, and keep going. So it is blush time. I'm gonna take my blush, always pat the product, you don't want too much. You're gonna do it on the apples of your cheeks. Now it's time to use a little powder and set that makeup, because in the Texas heat, we do not need this makeup falling off. All right, now we have to finish off with a good lip. Know what lip color works best for you. I love a dusty mauve rose color on my lip. It's my go-to lip for everything. So this is the combination that I use. And I'm drawing right at the tip of that line where my lips are, right there at the tip. And doing that gives your lips a little bit more of a pouty, fuller lip. So I like to do a little bit of an ombre look. So I am going to do the outer corners of my lip, fill it in, just like that. And then I fill it in with a lighter matte, and then blend. And now it's time to add the pops of highlight to your face. So I'm gonna do the inner corners of my eye. I'm gonna spray it with my water. And use the same color that I used for my lid. And just bring that down. And this makes your eyes really, really pop. All right, shake my setting spray. So that's it, you guys. I had so much fun doing makeup with you. I hope you learned some tips and tricks on how to, say it with me, slay your face. Now let me know in the comments below what worked best for you. Make sure you tag DC Cheerleaders on Instagram and Twitter, and I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Happy Saturday, guys.